Let's design spaces that inspire, adapt, and thrive. Ready to make your mark? Let's begin. Ever feel like your house has a mind of its own? Blazing hot in summer, icy tundra in winter, no matter how much that thermostat gets cranked. And those energy bills might as well be paying the power company's vacation fund. Newsflash. Those walls aren't ignoring you. They're practically laughing at your suffering. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. What if I told you that with a few smart, affordable tweaks, you could make your home way more comfortable year-round without breaking the bank? Yeah, we're talking better insulation, people. And no, I don't mean tearing down walls or selling a kidney to afford some fancy renovation. Just simple, doable fixes that actually work, whether you're battling a summer heat wave or a winter deep freeze. Because here's the secret. Good insulation isn't just about staying warm in winter, it's about keeping your home stable. No more sweating in December or shivering in July, just consistent comfort. And the best part? Most of these upgrades pay for themselves over time with lower energy bills. So, if you're ready to stop fighting your house and start working with it, let's dive in. First, let's talk about why insulation is such a game changer. A lot of us think of it as just a winter thing, like stuffing your house into a giant sweater. But really, it's more like putting your home in a thermos. It keeps the cold out. When it's freezing outside, sure, but it also keeps the heat out when it's scorching. That means your AC doesn't have to work overtime in summer, and your heater isn't gasping for mercy in winter. It's a win-win, and if you've ever opened your energy bill and audibly gasped, insulation is your new best friend. The better your home holds temperature, the less your HVAC system has to run, which means big savings over time. Plus, fewer random drafts means fewer "why is it always cold in this one spot?" moments. You know the ones. Okay, so where is all your precious air escaping? Oh, so many places. Some are obvious, like that one window that rattles when the wind blows. But others, total ninjas. Here's the usual suspects. Windows and doors, gaps, old seals, or just thin glass let air slip right through. Attic and roof. Heat rises. So if your attic's poorly insulated, it's basically an escape hatch for warm air in winter. And let solar heat bake your house in summer. Walls. Older homes often have way less insulation than modern ones. Floors and basements. Cold air sneaks in from below, especially if your floors feel like ice in winter. Outlets and switches. Yep, even tiny gaps around electrical plates can let drafts in. The good news? You don't have to fix everything to see a difference. Even small upgrades add up. So let's start with the easiest wins. First up, weather stripping doors and windows. This is stupid cheap and takes like 10 minutes per window. Just peel and stick foam or rubber strips around the edges where drafts sneak in. It's like giving your windows a little sweater, instant coziness. Next, draft stoppers for doors. You can buy these cute fabric tubes or just roll up a towel. Either way, they block cold air from creeping under doors. So simple, yet so satisfying. Now, for slightly bigger jobs, sealing gaps. Check where pipes, wires, or vents enter your home. Those little holes let in so much air. A can of spray foam seals them right up. Just don't go overboard. This stuff expands a lot. If you're ready to level up, attic insulation is huge. Heat rises, so if your attic's under-insulated, you're basically heating the neighborhood. Adding fiberglass bats or blown-in cellulose isn't glamorous, but it's one of the best returns on investment. Even just laying down extra bats over existing insulation helps. And in hot climates, radiant barrier foil in the attic reflects heat away from your roof. It's like putting your house in sunglasses. Way less heat soaking in during summer. Finally, thermal curtains. Heavy, lined curtains trap air next to windows, adding insulation where it's needed most. Close them at night in winter or during the day in summer, and you'll feel the difference fast. See? No need to rebuild your house or spend a fortune. Just a few smart tweaks, and suddenly your home holds temperature like a champ, keeping you comfy and saving you money. And honestly, that's the dream. Now go forth, seal those drafts, and enjoy a home that finally works with you, not against you. Cheers to lower bills and no more random cold spots. You know that feeling when you're curled up on the couch in winter, wrapped in a blanket, and suddenly a random icy breeze hits your ankles? Or when it's the middle of summer, you've got the AC cranked, but somehow your living room still feels like a sauna? Yeah, that's your house basically laughing at your attempts to control the temperature. But guess what? we're about to turn the tables. Let's talk about those windows for a second. They're like the biggest snitches in your house, always letting the outside air rat you out. If your windows are older, they're probably single pane, which means they're about as effective at insulating as a screen door. But if replacing them is too expensive, you can add thermal curtains. These heavy lined drapes are like the bouncers of your windows, blocking drafts in winter and reflecting sunlight in summer. Close them at night when it's cold, or during the day when the sun is blazing. And boom, instant cozier vibes. Plus, they make your place look fancier, which is always a win. Now, let's talk about doors. If you've ever stood near yours and felt a breeze that definitely shouldn't be there, it's time for some weather stripping. This stuff is like the unsung hero of insulation. Just peel and stick foam or rubber strips that seal up gaps where air sneaks in. 10 minutes of work, and suddenly, your door isn't betraying you anymore. And if there's a gap under your door, meet your new best friend, the draft stopper. You can buy one that looks like a long, cute pillow, or just roll up a towel and call it a day. Either way, it's like putting a sock on the bottom of your door, no more icy toes when you're walking by. Okay, brace yourselves, we're going into the attic. I know, it's probably where holiday decorations go to die. But trust me, this is where magic happens. Heat rises, right? So if your attic isn't properly insulated, all the warm air you're paying to pump into your house in winter just leaves, like a bad date. Poof. Gone. Adding insulation up here is one of the best returns on investment for your home. Fiberglass bats are affordable and easy to lay down yourself. Just wear gloves and long sleeves unless you enjoy being itchy for 3 days. Or if you're not into DIY, blown-in cellulose is another great option. It's like stuffing your attic with fluffy, cozy newspaper, and it makes a huge difference in both winter and summer. And if you live somewhere that turns into the surface of the sun in July, radiant barrier foil is your secret weapon. It reflects heat away from your roof, so your attic doesn't turn into a pizza oven. It's like giving your house a pair of sunglasses. Cool, calm, and collected. Now, let's talk about the basement. Because if your floors are always freezing in winter, this is probably why. Unfinished basements or crawl spaces let cold air seep up into your house, which is why your toes might be suffering. Sealing gaps with spray foam or adding insulation to basement walls can make a massive difference. Imagine walking barefoot in winter and not feeling like you're on an ice rink. That's the dream. Here's the thing, you don't have to do all of this at once. Even tackling 1 or 2 projects will make your home noticeably more comfortable. Start with the easy wins, weather stripping, draft stoppers, then work your way up to the bigger stuff when you're ready. Every little bit helps, and your future self and your wallet will thank you when your energy bill drops and your house finally feels like the cozy sanctuary it's supposed to be. So, go forth, my fellow temperature warriors. Seal those gaps, fluff that insulation, and take back control of your comfort. And when you're sitting in your perfectly cozy living room next winter, or enjoying a cool, shaded space next summer, remember, you did that. High five. Okay, let's take a second to appreciate what we've just unlocked here. You could keep throwing money at your thermostat, hoping this will be the year it magically fixes everything. Or you could spend a little time, and I mean very little, giving your home the upgrade it's been begging for. And the best part? You don't need to be a contractor, you don't need to drain your savings, and you definitely don't need to suffer through another winter of, why is there a wind tunnel in my hallway? Think about it like this. Your home is basically a giant comfy sweater. And right now, it's got holes. Not huge ones, but enough to let all the good stuff, warm air in winter, cool air in summer, slide right out. But every single tweak we've talked about, that's you threading the needle and stitching those holes closed. 1 weather strip here, 1 thermal curtain there, and suddenly, your house isn't just fighting the weather, it's working with it. And here's the secret no one tells you. This isn't just about saving money. Though, hello, lower energy bills are very nice. It's about owning your space. It's about walking into your home and feeling immediately at ease. No more random chills, no more sweating in your own living room, just comfort. The kind where you forget about the temperature entirely because it's just right. And isn't that what home should feel like? So, here's your mission, and it's stupid simple. Pick one thing. Just one. Maybe it's slapping some weather stripping on that back door that's always whistling at you. Maybe it's finally tackling that attic insulation you've been ignoring. Or maybe it's just ordering a draft snake and calling it a day. Whatever it is, do it this weekend. Because here's the truth. The longer you wait, the longer you're overpaying for energy, and the longer your house stays stuck in fight mode against the seasons. And you? You deserve better. And when you're done, when you've sealed that first gap or hung that first thermal curtain, I want you to notice. Notice how the air feels stiller. Notice how the temperature stays steady. Notice how your house suddenly feels intentional, like it's finally on your team. And then, come back here and tell me about it. Drop a comment, shoot me a DM. I want to hear your wins, your "why did I wait so long" moments, your favorite tips, because this isn't just my journey, it's ours. And we're just getting started. Your dream home, the one that's perfectly snug in winter and perfectly cool in summer, is way closer than you think. And it all starts with that one thing. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and make it happen. I'll be right here, cheering you on. And that's how we design for a future we're excited about. Loved this? Hit like, share the love, and let's keep creating spaces that inspire,